Scorpionflies. These bizarre insects are truly one of the most unusual creatures on Earth. With the appearance of being assembled from spare parts, it's not at all surprising that there's a very real chance you've never even heard of them. My name is Jack, and my whole life I've been on a mission to travel all over the world to find the strangest and most dangerous creatures on Earth. Many of these creatures are feared, misunderstood, or simply unknown, so I'm setting out to bring you all in to see these bizarre animals up close and find out just how well we know our fellow Earthlings. Today I'm headed deep into the swamps of Florida in search of the strange, the fantastic, and the truly most bizarre creature in existence, the mourning scorpionfly. Let's go. So basically, folks, I am scanning all over the place. These scorpion flies, fall is their time to shine. They're coming out and they're, getting a little freaky. Mating, feeding, and making even more scorpion flies. They're not the best flyers, but I still thought my trusty, dusty butterfly net could aid me quite well in capturing one of these bizarre insects. So I'm gonna get searching and keeping my eyes peeled for one of these absolutely creepy insects. So I'm just gonna be scanning around. We're gonna be looking, we're gonna be searching, and I think we've got a good chance. This is some great habitat, and we're in season for them. So let's get rolling. Now, you may be wondering, well, Jack, are these scorpion flies dangerous? Can they eat me? Well, my friends, yes and no. These lovely insects are harmless towards us and have no interest in interacting with us while we're alive. That's right, the scorpionfly, in true scavenger fashion, is one of the best in the business at cleaning up dead things, including humans. In fact, scorpionflies are so good at their jobs, they're usually some of the first insects to show up on a carcass. These insects wait patiently as our clocks run down, and when our bell is finally rung, they descend in droves. In nature, nothing is wasted. Bacteria, fungi, and other animal scavengers help recycle the nutrients in these dead creatures back into their ecosystems, and this beautiful cycle continues. While yes, these scorpion flies will eat you if you give them the chance, they're polite enough to at least wait until you're dead.
Now these scorpion flies, they really aren't the best flyers. They do this skip and short flight. So I'm looking for any kind of flash of their black wings, the species I'm looking for today. So I'm really, really hopeful that I'm going to be able to catch that. This is a smaller species than the species I've caught before, but I think we've got a good chance. So I'm just scanning, looking for them. They are scavengers, so if I see any dead insects or anything like that, that could be just the bait I need to attract and capture one of these scorpion flies. So we'll see.
Finally, I spotted a dark flash of a scorpionfly landing right on some plants in front of me.
I saw something move. I disturbed something. It looks like... Oh, yes! This is our scorpion fly. I want to sneak in. I've already disturbed it once. I don't want it to fly any further. Yes! My second ever species of scorpion fly. This is the mourning scorpion fly, and they are gorgeous. I'm gonna get him into my container here so I can show you folks a close look. Oh my gosh. Get that lid on. Look at that. Yes! An amazing male mourning scorpion fly. Some of the most bizarre insects on Earth. And this is easily one of the more beautiful species we have here in the US. Man, what an awesome find. Yeah!
Now, of course, scorpion flies are not true flies and belong to their own order, Mecoptera. It may interest you to know that there is some research that could place scorpion flies as an important facet of insect evolution. It's possible we have a bit of a glimpse into the past with these lovely insects, as many scientists believe that the ancient lineages for moths and butterflies likely was very similar to the scorpion fly order of Mecoptera. Insects have inhabited this planet for a very long time, and have come in a variety of shapes and sizes throughout the millennia. It's fascinating to potentially have a bit of a lens to look back long before us humans ran through the wild spaces of this planet and pick up clues as to how the rest of life used to be. Fascinating.
All right, folks, take a look at this spectacular little scorpion fly. I will never pass up an opportunity to film one of these absolutely bizarre insects. Now, these lovely little creatures belong to their own order, the order Mecoptera, and they are bizarre. They've got that weird, elongate face, and the males, of course, sport that hooked, pincer-like, scorpion-like tail. And, that's something only the males have. Why, you might ask? Well, let's take a closer look and see if we can find out. Now that I've got this beautiful little morning scorpion fly out, you can kind of get a closer look at that amazing tail. And I'll get some close-up shots for you all to take a look, because this is truly a bizarre appendage. Now, you might be at home going, Jack, careful! You're gonna get stung by the flying scorpion, by the scorpion fly. Well, my friends, thanks so much for looking out for me. Most people love to see me be stung by something. But I'm completely safe today. Why? Because this, my friends, is not a stinger. It is what we call in the scientific community a tail tipped with a sophisticated and well-adapted genital bulb. That's right, folks. This lovely little scorpion-esque tail that these wonderful little insects sport is actually their genitalia. And not just their genitalia, but their way of procuring mates. The males here not only use this weird scorpion-like, pincer-like appendage to mate, they also use it to fight other males. That's right, the clasps and the extending action of these tails can be used to kind of flick other males away from the females that these ones have their little hearts set on, which is super cool. Gives a whole new meaning to the term sword fighting. And I'm not sure I would enjoy being a scorpion fly, but it's a really neat adaptation that these animals have basically developed over their evolutionary history. I'm not sure. I think there's probably a little more successful and easier ways to fight off males for your females. But in the case of the scorpion fly, that's what they have to work with, and that's the direction that this wonderful planet directed them towards. So you might be at home wondering, Jack, this is the weirdest creature you've ever made me look at. What does it eat? I'm scared to know the answer. Well, my friends, don't worry. These scorpion flies are scavengers. They're not going out and killing anything or hunting anything or stinging anything, of course. They are floating through the air like a cartoon character who smells a fresh-baked pie in an open window for dead stuff. Now, that could be dead insects. It could be dead vertebrates, larger animals. These scorpion flies do not discriminate. At the end of that elongate, equine-esque nozzle, they've got these little mouth parts that chew and suckle on the delectable cuisine that they find laid out for them upon the carcasses of deceased organisms. And these scorpion flies are really, really, really cool because they will congregate on these dead creatures. They will congregate where there are plenty of dead things. Why? Well, my friends, not to be crass, but it gets them in the mood. Because as the adult scorpion flies love a good dead thing to eat, as do their offspring. So these scorpion flies, you know, are using their genitals to smack other males around and fight them off so that they can get the females. And then the female's like, ooh, I'm getting to mate with the scorpion fly tail. And then she's like, I'm so full of eggs. And then she just lays all those eggs on the dead carcass. And the beauty of scorpion fly reproduction takes place. Isn't that just a wonderful, magical world? Isn't it so nice to get into nature and get to see the beauty of life up close and personal? It's just such a wonderful time, and I'm so glad to take you all on this adventure with me into the wonderful, beautiful, and magnificent world of scorpion flies.
Yikes! How strange is the biology of these creepy crawlies? Makes you feel a little lucky you came into this world as a human and not as a scavenging scorpion fly, does it not? All the more reason to appreciate these strange little creatures who relish in taking care of the jobs we'd rather not even acknowledge. Next time you see a scorpion fly, be sure to thank them for their ecological service and remind them that you're still full of life and not on the menu. Yet.
Well, my friends, I think we've had an amazing time with our lovely little scorpion fly. So I'm just gonna stick it right back. There it goes, back into the wild. So my friends, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about the fantastic, wonderful, and magical, entrancing world of scorpion flies. They are super, super cool. So I hope you learned something. I hope you had a great time. If you didn't learn anything about the scorpion fly, if you're like, Jack, I come here to learn about, obscure stuff. I know everything there is to know about scorpion flies and their reproductive behaviors. Oh, can't you give me something new? Well, I'm sorry, my friends. Maybe next time I will impart some information you don't already know yourselves. But if I can leave all of you with anything, I want to leave you with this. This planet, full to the brim of some of the coolest and most amazing and well-adapted organisms that have ever existed. And yes, there might be some creepy, some crawly, or maybe in the case of scorpion flies and at least their reproductive behavior, disgusting creatures. Each and every one of these organisms serves an important and critical role in its respective ecosystems. They don't have to be your favorite animal. I'm not saying after you hear all of the borderline offensive things that these scorpion flies get up to when they're ready to reproduce. I'm not saying that you have to go home and be like, man, I can't wait to buy a scorpion fly stuffed animal, have a scorpion fly themed birthday party. But we do have to educate ourselves and understand that even these weird, crazy, zany insects serve a vital role out here in their native environments. And just because something's creepy or crawly doesn't mean we have to hate it, doesn't mean we have to fear it, and doesn't mean that it's not important. So thanks so much for tuning in today. That's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next week with the next upload. But until then, my friends, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time.